You are going to get some exercises in this video that will make you unstoppable. But first, why is it that I prefer when my manifestations don't show up? It's so that I can show reality who I am. It's so that I once more can tell the old version of me it holds no power over me anymore. And that's important. And I actually like that fight. And you will realize before we go into the exercises that I'm offering you the opportunity here to take on a new role. Just like I did with my video, I'm too rich to care about manifestation. I was not bragging, I was offering you a mantra. That's how you should feel. That is how elevated you should feel. That you are better than the method. You are an extension of God, having amnesia, and now you're trying to find yourself so that you can co-create your desired reality. Right? And I'm offering you small biscuits, ways to do it. You don't need a technique. You don't need me. You don't need any other manifestation video. This is simply just ways to do it. And this video is also one of the ways to do it. Right? When reality does not show me what I want, I know it's a part of me. Why? Because the mirror is always one-to-one. So whatever is being shown to me is a reflection of me. So it's very nice that I see it, so that I get to battle it. And I know that people in the comments go at me when I say that the universe tests you. But it does. It's nonsense to say that it doesn't. But it's not the universe that is testing you. It's you that is testing you, because you are your own reality. So let's imagine that you are 80% rich and 20% poor. Not that's a thing, but imagine that. So that reality would most likely show you abundance, but a part of you would be represented in external reality as lack. So it is a test, because when lack then shows up, that's the remainder of you. That's the part of you that is not abundant that is being shown to you. So it's lovely. You actually get to laugh. You get to say, yes, now I get to take this on so I can upgrade myself, right? So it is when I say tests, that is what I'm talking about. It's not the universe sending you random tests. It is whatever you have not solved yet about your internal state will keep showing until you solve it. So you get to show up. So I love it when that happens, right? And it may be we are all human beings. You will get an emotional reaction. Who cares about an emotional reaction, right? Emotions are emotions, thoughts are thoughts, circumstances, they are circumstances. But that does not need to change who you are. You get to stay stable. And that's where the exercises come in. And if you do this, you will start having a new perspective on manifestation that will really help you, I feel. So let's go on into exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 is, what about me can change? And I need you to write this down. So save this video for later if you want to, but you need to do this. What about me can change? Does your name change when you get a huge bill? No. But why does it change how rich you are? Right? You have this sensation, we are being fooled as a society into believing, yeah, but I can only tell stuff about myself that everyone else agrees with. Screw that. So on the list with your age and your name and your hair color, all the solid things that you say, I know that, include mental stories as well. And say, but that's actually not up to discussion. It's a decision. So what about me can change? And you can start this exercise off by writing, so what about me have I allowed to change for too long, maybe? How rich I feel, yes, very much dependent on external reality. Let's write it down. Okay, what about my love? How worthy I feel. And then next column, change it. from today on, I've made a decision. What about me does actually not change? And your identity can become changeless, where you have made a decision about who you are. And the day you do this will be the day you start manifesting a new reality. Nothing about reality is real, or it seems real, but it is as you are. So it does not tell you anything you do not internally know. That's exercise number 1. Do it. Write down your non-negotiables, but not in your partner, in yourself. Right? Exercise number 2 is called flinch. And I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine all of the situations that normally trigger you. And I want you to keep rehearsing those moments, but in a way that knew you would react. So you can just imagine bills coming and you not caring. You don't have to do it for a long time, but mentally rehearsing these situations really can give you the idea, but I'm actually in control. And the next time it shows up, yeah, I've practiced this. So that you don't lose yourself and that you don't go around and blame yourself. Right? And I've mentioned this before, that if you have temper tantrums in traffic, go home, practice it. Mentally rehearse what it would be like to be the character that loves when that happens. You can imagine any version of you easily. Exercise number 3, it's the evidence list. And I want you to write down, so what about reality is telling me a story? Next up, what about my physical actions is telling me a story? And finally, what's my internal story? And the internal story is on top. That's the hierarchy of this. What matters about reality creation? Number 1, internal story. What do you know about yourself? I call that the law of knowing. Number 2, what do you do about it? Right? So if you have belief, how do you solidify that belief in physical reality? What do you do? Do you act like you believe it? Right? And number 3, and what's the result so far? And that's the least important, maybe almost not important. Obviously, if it doesn't change, you have not changed. So it's nice to know, what can I do? How can I solidify this new character I'm building? Okay? And finally, questions. I want you to realize that when reality is showing you something, it's actually asking you something. So you can, whenever you see something you do not like, you can say, what is reality asking of me? What is it asking me to be right now? So instead of going around, if you get a huge bill and you blame it, simply say, okay, so this bill, if it's here for me, if this is all my reality and it's here for me, what is it asking of me? Well, it's asking of me to be rich. It's asking of me to show that bill that I do not care about it and that I know that it does not change who I am. It does not change my name, and it most certainly does not change how rich I am, because that's the decision I've made. Right? And this will build unwavering belief, or at least it will be the start of it. And that's what you need. You need faith in awareness, consciousness, God, Allah, whatever you call it. You need to stick with that. But I know how this ends. No matter what shows up. As Neville Goddard would call reality, he calls it the world of the dead. It has already been created. You are consciousness, and you are the actor, you are the director, and you are the scene. You are in 3 places, right? But you get to take on a new role. You get to change your story this year. And it will only take you a few months, and then everything will be different. If you start with your internal story, what do I know about myself? Before it shows. And every time you would tell me something, if you and I were sitting and talking, and you would say, yeah, but Chris, I struggle always. I would say, but is that your story? And hopefully you would say, no, I actually never struggle. Yes, correct. That's the mirror, right? This is the mirror that we are trying to impress. Trying. It's you. You get to decide your life from here on now. And I know you can do it. Come on. Let's show reality. Let's show ourselves who we really are. All right? Good. Talk soon. Get out of here.